Hi everyone. So before going into the preamble of Indian Constitution, we shall discuss about some important facts about Indian Constitution. The first one is Dr. Sachidananda Sinha, the oldest member, was elected as temporary president of the Constituent Assembly following the French practice. This is very important fact for law entrance and other exams. And we have to know the other important function performed by the Constitution Assembly. In addition to the making of the Constitution, the enacting of ordinary laws, the Constitutional Assembly also performed the following function. That is, the first one, it ratified the India's membership in the Commonwealth by May 1949. The second one, it adopted the national flag on July 22 of 1947. It adopted the national anthem on January 24, 1950. It's not very important that you have to remember the dates, but you have to remember the points that what are the other things that's been um, said to be ratified by the Constituent Assembly. That is very important. It adopted the national song that is Vande Mataram on January 24, 1950. Then it elected Dr. Rajendra Prasad as the first president of India on January 24, 1950. The Constituent Assembly had 11 sessions over 2 years, 11 months and 18 days. This is very important thing. Then moving forward, we have many committees. We have to remember some major committees. That is Union Powers Committee by Jawaharlal Nehru, headed by Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. Constitution Committee. This is very different from the Drafting Committee. Drafting Committee chairman is Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, but the Constitution Committee chairman is Jawaharlal Nehru, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, former Prime Minister. Then we all know that the chairman of drafting committee is Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Provincial Constitution Committee is headed by Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, the Iron Man of India. Then we have another one important committee, Rules of Procedure Committee, headed by Dr. Rajendra Prasad. Then it is not necessary to know all the major committees and their members, but drafting committee at least we should have to know some two or three names of very important members. We all know drafting committee is headed by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, who is a chairman, and another one very important person is N. Gopalaswamy Iyengar, then Aladi Krishnaswamy Iyer, Dr. K.M. Munshi. These people are also the members of drafting committee. Then another one thing we have to note it, T.T. Krishnamachari, he replaced D.P. Kaitan, who died in 1948. So these are the things, these are the basic things you have to know about. Then what are the another important thing, where very frequently asked question is why we adopt January 26. What is the importance of the day Jan 26 in the constitution, the adoption of Indian constitution? So we have to know little modern Indian history to understand this. January 26 was specifically chosen as the date of commencement. The technical term is the date of commencement of the constitution because of its historical importance. It was on this day, 1930, that Purna Swaraj Day was celebrated, following the resolution of the Lahore session of Indian National Congress. So, to commemorate this Purna Swaraj declaration, we chose the day January 26. So, this is the reason behind it. Someone personally asked me this doubt. So, this is the reason why we are choosing January 26. Then, we all know the other basic things of the Indian Constitution, and something that we have been discussing about the salient features we already discussed. And moving forward, we all know that the articles are the frequently asked question. So it is humanly impossible to know and remember all the articles. So some important articles I will today let you know, and we will detailedly discuss all these things in our later classes. So first thing, you just take a note of, just hear it. Some important articles. These articles will come into your mind once you hear again and again. The Article 1, this is very important, name and territory of the Union. Then Article 14, equality before law. Then Article 16, equality of opportunity in matters of public employment. Then Article 21, right of life and personal liberty. This is, you can see very much in the everyday newspapers, the editorial columns, everything. Article 21, Article 21, they will quote. Article 21, protection of life and personal liberty. Article 21A, right to elementary education. That is, through recent amendment, it's been added into the Indian Constitution. Then Article 44, this is very much in the news. Uniform Civil Code for Citizens, that is in Directive Principles of State Policy. That we will discuss later. We will go in an elaborate way, don't worry about it. Then Article 51, promotion of international peace and security. International peace and security. Then Article 110, definition of money bill. This is a very technical money bill. This has been very frequently discussed about the functioning of Indian Parliament, both the lower house and the upper house. The lower house has a say in money bill. That we will discuss it later. Then Article 112, 112, that is annual financial statement, that is colloquially called budget. Then Article 123, power of President to promulgate ordinances during the recess of Parliament. When Parliament is not in function, the President has all power to promulgate ordinance. Then those ordinances should be ratified later by the Parliament. So that is also an important point to be noted. Then Article 262, adjudication of disputes relating to water of interstate rivers or river valleys. Then Article 312, all India services. This Article 262 has been very important issue, that is this Kaveri water dispute redressal mechanism, and we have many interstate rivers. The water sharing is a problem between Indian states, and this has been in the constitution, that has been how the adjudication should be done. That's been elaborately discussed in Article 262. Then Article 352 is very important. We all know that proclamation of emergency, that is national emergency, 352. Then 356, provision in case of failure of constitutional machinery in the state, that is otherwise called as President's rule in the state, Article 356. And Article 360, provision as to have a financial emergency. Then Article 365, the effect of failure to comply with or to give effect to direction given by the union government. If a state government is not following the directions of the union government, then also President's rule will be applied, that is under Article 365. Then Article 368, the power of Parliament to amend the Constitution and the procedure for. We have simple majority, we have special majority, how the Constitution has been amended, everything has been discussed under Article 368. Then Article 370, that has been abrogated, that gives some special power to Kashmir, that's been abrogated, that's now we don't have Article 370. So these are some important things that we should have to remember before going into the preamble of Indian Constitution. So we will start with the preamble of Indian Constitution. We all know that by the 42nd Amendment, that is also called as the mini Constitution, by this amendment we added 3 words into Indian Constitution in the preamble section, that is socialist, secular and integrity are the 3 words that is not in the original Constitution, and it has been added into the Indian preamble, Indian Constitution, by means of the amendment done in 1976, the 42nd Amendment. This is a very frequently asked question. What are the 3 words that is been added into the Indian Constitution? That is socialist, secular and integrity. So we shall start with the preamble from our next class. Thank you so much.